Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Racing the Races. So let's have a look at some of the racing tomorrow, who catches my eye, and we will start off with the first race at York, which is the Lindham York Handicap over 5 furlongs. And for Premium and Pro members, I've already told you who I like here, and I'm still very keen on him. That is Corker. So this is what I tweeted just a few days ago, or back on May the 10th. Corker dropped £2 for his comeback run when not actually having conditions to suit a Newmarket. It was in a Group 3 and he was never involved, but that was fine. He's dropped £2. He comes here to York. His form at the course is 2-1-3. The 2 came on ground that was too soft for him when he was beaten by Josie's Kid. He's won a big handicap like this before, going off the 4-1 favourite. Yeah, he might be slowly away, but I think he'll be running on best of all, and I'm really hopeful of a massive run here from Corker. A strong pace will suit. He's currently 8s and 7s. He's 8-1. I think that's a good price about Corker. The horse that I'll be watching closely with a future race in mind is Regional, who surely is going to be aimed at the Coral Stewards Cup. A lot more prize money than winning this. Was third last year, went off 13-2, ridden by Ryan Moore. That came off a mark of 100. Currently, Regional is rated 100 as well. So you would think can go well, but why would you want to win an 18 grand race and go up in the handicap when you could target the 128 grand Coral Stewards Cup? So that's why I don't want Regional here. A couple of others I looked at. Mondamej, I thought he was interesting. Problem is he's so inconsistent at York. He does have some good form, but he's also got some woeful form. Whereas we know Corker, this has got to be his plan, hasn't it? These 5 furlong handicaps at York. So I'm very keen on Corker. Moving on to the 225 at York. The one who I like here is fairly obvious. Free Wind. I think she takes all the beating here. When she won on, I think it was her only start actually last year. I tweeted this after she won. An incredible performance from Free Wind. I thought she beat some good horses in Sila Rosa and Ashada, and she was badly hampered. She was clearly the best in the race, and I think she takes on pretty much similar opposition quality-wise here. I'd fully expect her to win. She hadn't run for, what was it, 296 days then. So coming back here off a 320-day break, I don't think will make much of a difference. I think this will be a nice, not comfortable win, but easy win for Free Wind. I mean, Sila Rosa came out and won a Group 2. She won a Group 2, and then she won a Group 1 after being beaten by Free Wind. But what you've got to remember is Free Wind won going away, didn't get a clear run at all, lost all momentum, could have given up. I think she's going to be clearly the best here. She's 6-4, but I think that's a very fair price, to be honest. I think she'll go off odds on. We move on to the 3 o'clock, and I made a tweet earlier today saying there's 3 in this race that I like, and to be honest, yeah, I'm still stuck on those 3, and I'm going to have bets on all 3, to be honest. The first one is Isla Kai, who is only up £4, and I tweeted this when he got a £4 rise to 94. I think he did really well to win from his draw. He's only £4 higher. My only unsure thing is this is only worth 25 grand. Having run so well in the Hunt Cup last year, why are they not just waiting for the Royal Hunt Cup now next month? Could be trying to get another win in. Personally, I think Connections don't really know what they're doing with Isla Kai, and that might be why they're trying to win again rather than waiting for the Royal Hunt Cup. Similar story for Astro King, who finished 4th. I think they're going to be waiting for the Royal Hunt Cup as well with Astro King, or he will be. I think the Kublers will know what they're doing, but I have a feeling that Isla Kai has been all over the place, and I just wonder whether they are actually trying to win here. So I'm going to have a small bet on Isla Kai just in case they are trying to win at 12s. The second horse and the second and third horse both have a very similar form line, and they are first and second from last year, Cruyff Turn and Brunch. Now, Cruyff Turn has had 2 wins at the course. He won a Clipper Logistics beating Magical Morning at Astro King, and then, as I mentioned, he won this race last year beating Brunch and Lion Tower. Now, he won that day off a mark of 97, and he runs here off 96. So he's clearly very well handicapped. He won this race, and he's backing it off a £1 lower mark, which I think is crazy. And you know, he's got to be one on your short list. He's currently 8 to 1. You ignore that 10s, that's probably not available. So we'll say he's 8 to 1. But if we like him at 8 to 1, you've got to like the second horse at 16s, Brunch. So Brunch is rated 103, ran in this race last year, beaten by Cruyff Turn of 104. So on official handicap marks, he's exactly the same. And yet he's double the price. And he actually went off a shorter price last year. So why is he double the price? Not totally sure, to be honest. He's got two wins at York, and he's got 2 seconds. He's actually got 2 seconds in this race, beaten by Kinrun when went off the 7 to 2 favourite. And then last year he was beaten, as I said, by Cruyff Turn when went off the 11 to 2. Second favourite, I'm going to say? Second favourite. So he went off favourite and second favourite the last 2 years, and yet he's double the price of Cruyff Turn at 16s, which is available. You can get 16s. So if you want to, if you like Cruyff Turn, in my opinion, you have to back Brunch as well. I think both of them can go very close. The draw might be the issue with those two. They're both drawn, Isla Kai and Brunch, for example, are both drawn over the wrong, potentially the wrong side. Cruyff Turn on from stall 3. But if they drop them out and wait, that could be the negative about Isla Kai, really, is he's coming from 18. He's got to get across and then try and hang on. Do you know what? That's really putting me off Isla Kai for this race. The draw, because I think Rowan Scott's going to go too hard, whereas Brunch needs to be dropped out. I'm still going to have bets on all 3 just in case, but Isla Kai would probably be my weakest here. The strongest would be Cruyff Turn and Brunch, first and second from last year. They're both going to go very close again this year. They both should have the race run to suit, whereas Isla Kai might end up setting it up for the others. So yeah, they're my 3 in the 3 o'clock race: Cruyff Turn, Brunch and Isla Kai. I've also got one for the 3:35, the Dante. There is one I like in this race, and I highlighted after he ran last year in this race. I highlighted this as being a very good maiden, and it's worked out to be a good maiden. Epictetus, is that how you say it? And Flying Honours both reopposed in this race. Desert Order's gone on to do well. Leadman literally needs a lead horse, and he will be much better as well. He finished second next time as well. For me, I'm going for Flying Honours to win this. I know he doesn't have the fitness run, which Epictetus does, but I think the fact he went off even money favourite on debut, whereas Epictetus went off 11 to 1, Leadman went off 14s, Desert Order 9 to 2. I think they knew that Flying Honours was going to be the best of theirs from that race. And I think they do believe that he is the best horse, or one of the best horses they have, with the Derby in mind. Now, he went on to win a couple of races afterwards at Sandown and Salisbury, then got beat in a crawl in the Juddmonte, which the Foxes won and Dubai Mile was second, but it was a crawl. Flying Honours will want this bigger field. He then demonstrated that this 1 mile 2 trip is not an issue by winning the Zetland quite comfortably, and I think he'll have improved over the winter, with this race in mind. The Foxes and or a lot of the horses all have fitness runs under their belt, but I think if they really needed a fitness run for Flying Honours, they would have got him a fitness run. I think he'll be ready, and he's the one I want to take here at 5 to 1 for the Dante. I'm also looking out for Impressive Act in the maiden, but I won't be having a bet on that. I'll just be watching. But he's the one I think could be the interesting one from the maiden. So a quick recap. Corker, you know I like Corker. This is his race. This is his form. This is his track. This is his distance. Free Wind, I fully expect to take all of the beating. 6-4. I think she's very, very good, and I think she can comfortably beat these. I like 3, Cruyff Turn, Isla Kai and Brunch in the 3 o'clock race. I think both Brunch and Cruyff Turn will have the race run to suit Isla Kai. I'd like to see Rowan take a bit of a lead and not actually go forward, but I have a feeling he will go forward. And finally, I'm a big fan of Flying Honours. I think he's going to end up being the best of this lot. And I think he'll have been worked to his potential to be ready for this race. So there's my thoughts for tomorrow. Hopefully we can start today with a good winner and then kick on for the rest of the week.